What if predators and prey live peacefully together in the wild? Have you ever thought about that? Well, I'm talking about intimidating tigers, petting little puppies. Well, you're in for a handful of sweetness in this episode. By the way, I'm KM, and this is today's
Number 1. A lion and a dash hunt. Dogs. This cutie seems to always melt your heart with their innocent look trick. But Abby, a dash hunt, thought that he needs to widen his circle. And he chose the king of the jungle, Bone Digger, to start with. What a bold move, but he did it, and no one knows how. This weird couple ate together, licked each other, and played with one another. Gradually, the giant Bone Digger became good pals with other dash hunts as well. I'm not so sure if this is a friend thing or a predator play with his food thing, but the lion won't allow anyone but Abby and friends in the cage, and he never hurt Abby whatsoever. The Great Wynnewood Exotic Animal Park in Oklahoma, the US, where they are based, was closed last year. I'm sure this couple found themselves a new home by now. Number 2. Lion, tiger, and bear. Not many of us are lucky enough to have a lifelong friendship, but for the case of Baloo the bear, Leo the lion, and Shere Khan the tiger, they had an admirable friendship and a touching story that you would never forget. The trio were rescued from the home of a drug baron during a drug raid. They were all malnourished and frightened when found. The three pals grew closer after surviving traumatizing early years as cubs. It looked as if they were truly inseparable. Until one day, the trio became a pair when Leo the lion passed away in 2016 due to a tumor. 2 years later, Shere Khan died in the arms of his main caregiver, with Baloo watching. Teary eyes for the loss of Baloo. His two friends were buried where they lived, and even in death, they will always be together. Number 3. Sheep and elephant. In February 2008, a 6-month-old elephant named Bemba became an orphan. Shamwari Private Game Reserve in South Africa took him in to give him the best care possible. However, he did not seem to fit quite well with humans and other animals. He went through weeks refusing to eat. Then someone got this crazy idea and introduced a lamb named Albert to our elephant. It was not love at first sight. Bemba chased and intimidated the lamb. But somehow, the mindless, silly-looking lamb gradually won the heart of the big friend. Bemba started to eat again. Caretakers of the zoo expected that Bemba, the elephant, would mimic Albert the lamb, but it's the other way around. The friendship was not due to last for long, as Bemba would have to return to his natural habitat soon. But then in 2010, the elephant died from stomach disease, leaving Albert behind this world. It is really heartbreaking to see how these animals' friends cross the rainbow bridge. Love is always a beautiful thing, no matter what species it is. Number 4. Horse and dog. Titan is a guard dog on a farm in Ontario, Canada. His job is to keep an eye on the horses there, but there was only one problem, a rather big one. Titan is scared of horses. Having said that, this is totally understandable, as horses are huge creatures which could frighten even humans, let alone a small dog. But then he met the young foal Indy. There was clearly a chemistry between them. And Indy surely helped the guard dog overcome the fear of horses. When Indy got sick, Titan would go to his barn and check on him, licking him and providing as much affection that his friend needs. Number 5. Cat and bear. Some people believe that black cat is the omen for bad luck. What about a black cat and a black bear? A black cat showed up at the Berlin Zoo one day and decided a big black bear was going to be her new mom. At first, the bear was not fond of the cat, but she slowly grew on her, and now they do everything together. Nobody can explain why such a combination happened. Cats and tigers belong to the same breed family, but bear, they have a family of their own. Zoogoers seem to be pretty excited, and this black duo has gained some reputation for Berlin's zoological garden. There was a time when the zoo underwent some reconstruction, and the couple had to part ways, but finally, the cat and the bear got back to each other and enjoy the enviable life that many humans desire. Number 6. Tortoise and Hippo. Owen is the name of a little hippo who was separated from his family during the tsunami in 2004. Luckily, the baby hippo was found and rescued from the coral reefs by locals, and then caretakers of Lafarge Ecosystems Kenya decided that it was best to take him in. The name Owen comes from the name of the volunteer who saved the baby hippo's life. Exhausted, confused, and extremely frightened, Owen immediately ran to the safety of a giant tortoise, and that is Zay, who is 130 years old. He was very surprised by Owen's odd behavior, cowering behind him. But Zay quickly came to terms with his new friend and even returned signs of affection. The unusual relationship between this baby hippo and the ancient tortoise amazed people the world over and has featured in most countries on television and in newspapers. According to Dr. Paula Kahumbo, the two animals have their own way of communication which we might never understand. Later, a female hippo, Cleo, arrived at the park, and the male Owen might have left Zay and he was growing fast. However, Dr. Kahumbo said they don't intend to separate the two friends, but will find a way to ensure the safety of the tortoise. Number 7. Bull and Dog. Bulldog, the one dog that brings terror to any of his kind and even human, can actually be cute. That is true for the case of Charles. He didn't have a pleasant life at birth. Somehow Charles was bought from a street market and was locked in a cage at all times when he was a puppy. But a silver lining came up when Charles was taken in by a reservation park where he got to meet Wesley, the small ox. It was a coincidence that Wesley himself endured a lot in his life. The bulldog and the ox found comfort around each other. At first they were about the same height, but then as Wesley grew up, they became quite a peculiar pair of friends. Despite size differences, Charles and Wesley enjoyed each other's company, and they seemed to be more and more attached. Number 8. Fox and Cat. Some of us might recognize this scene from Disney's The Fox and the Hound. Well, we do have a similar couple in real life. Cats and foxes are cute on their own, but together they reach the cuteness overload. Take a look at this wild cat and fox best friendship and tell us you don't agree. This duo was discovered by fishermen on the shores of Lake Van in Turkey some years ago when they were eating the fish that he caught. Photos of their friendship spread across the internet, and we literally can't take our eyes off them. Some people were lucky enough to see them playing on the beach, and they don't seem to mind some photographs or video taken by admirers.
And that's it for today's takeaway. What do you think? Which one wowed you the most? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share our video to support our next product. Thanks for watching and see you next time.